Welcome back, Cedar Springs High School.
I hope you all had a fantastic break and enjoyed your time off.
This week on CSTV News, we'll cover some study skills to help you prepare for your final exams.
We'll give you an update on how our winter sports teams have started their season.
And we'll give you some safe driving advice along with our 60-second world news.
All in this week's edition of CSTV News.
Hi, and welcome to CSTV News. I'm Brian Taylor.
And I'm Sam Owens. Exams are just around the corner and we're all beginning to feel a bit panicked.
I don't know about you, but I've been studying all week for exams.
And I'll probably just wing it. What's the worst I can do?
Sam, that is a horrible idea. You need to watch this clip for a few study tips that are sure to help you.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do exams have you feeling down? Does studying make you want to cry? Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm going to show you how to survive exams this week by telling you the do's and don'ts of exam prep. Don't waste your time rather than study, even though video games can be tempting. Do make time for studying, even though there's plenty of other things you'd rather be doing. Hey, Seth, do you want to play b-ball with me and my friends? No, Nick, I can't. I'm studying. Gnarly. Don't fall asleep until all your work is done, no matter how tired you are. Do ask questions. It's important that if you don't understand something, you learn it for the exam. Don't get distracted. I know studying isn't the most fun thing to do, but it's a vital part of acing your exams. Nice shot, Seth. Do take notes and go over them before the exam. It's important to refresh your memory from what you learned earlier in the semester. Do study in groups. Friends will help you remember information that you aren't sure about. And please, whatever you do, don't freak out. It won't help anything. Just relax. If you follow these tips, you'll be sure to pass those exams. This has been CSTV News giving you tips for exam prep. We wish you all the best of luck this week.
Thanks, guys.
That helps me a lot. Good luck to everyone on their exams. And take these seriously. They may be a pain, but they're pretty important.
Some other important things have been going on in the world over the past few weeks.
That's right, especially during the holidays. Brian, did you hear about what we're referring to as the 3 miracles?
No, I haven't. What happened?
Well, science is advancing to a point where we can even replace missing limbs, but we're going to let Sydney Dreyer tell you the details.
Hello, I'm Sydney Dreyer of CSTV News, and this is your world news in 60 seconds. Many miracles have happened over the last couple of months, the first being a man who lost all 4 of his limbs in 2011 due to an infection. In October, the amputee went under a 9-hour surgery with 13 different surgeons to transplant arms onto his body. A month later, he's on the road to recovery with a new set of arms. In Brazil, a bar fight broke out, resulting in a man being stabbed 4 times. The last stab was in the side of his skull. The knife just missed his optic nerve and went straight into his sinus cavity, stopping in his jaw. He then drove himself 3 hours to the hospital, where he was released 5 days later, alive in good condition. Just this week, a paraplegic man made breakthroughs in the medical science world. He is undergoing experimental testing to regain mobility of his legs. Researchers have been sending electric shock waves into his spinal cord where they surgically implanted electrodes. After 2 hours of shocking him, nothing happened, so they increased the voltage, and he was able to move his legs off the table. This has been Sydney Dreyer with your 60-second world news. Now back to you guys.
Thanks for the update, Sid. It was rad as always.
You know what else is rad? Winter sports.
Especially the bowling team. They are killing it this season.
Let's learn some more information. Sending it over to Alex Tanis.
Hello, I'm Alex Tanis, and this is CSTV Sports. Over winter break, athletics kicked off. Varsity boys basketball lost Tuesday to Lowell, 37-77, giving them a record of 4-2. Girls basketball lost Tuesday night, 54-48 to Lowell, giving them a record of 1-5. West Catholic hockey has a 6-5 record to start their season. Competitive cheer has started their season off with a solid 4th place in their competition. Bowling has been off to a great start. The girls have took first in their last tournament, and the boys did extremely well in their pre-conference tournament. Jacob Cartwright bowled the 280, Trevor Rorick bowled the 279, and Kyle Nauer bowled the 277. There is an exciting schedule coming up for Red Hawk Athletics. Both boys and girls basketball play on Tuesday at home. Both boys and girls bowling have a tournament on Saturday, and competitive cheer has a meet on Saturday. Ice hockey plays on Monday the 12th, and wrestling team has a meet Wednesday the 14th. Well, that's a wrap for sports. I'm Alex Tanis with CSTV Sports. Now back to you.
I bet the winter athletes have noticed how bad the roads are getting on the way to their competitions.
The roads sure are getting difficult to travel on,
And finding parking spots is getting even more difficult.
especially in our parking lot. Yeah, good job, guys.
But seriously, guys, take it easy on the roads. For some good winter driving advice, we're sending it over to John Grigsby.
This is John Grigsby. This is John Grigsby of CSTV News, and we're here today to talk about driving. We know the winter weather is hard to drive in, but let's see what people have to say.
Some of the differences I would see between an experienced driver and an inexperienced driver is that if you watch them drive, an experienced driver, their vehicle is smooth and it drives smooth. But when you get into an inexperienced driver, it's herky-jerky. And they're quick with the response in the steering wheel, and they're quick back, they're quick acceleration, and they're quick braking. And so an experienced driver learns to anticipate of coasting up to a corner in the bad weather rather than getting up to the corner, hitting the brake, then sliding through. Okay, so the only thing I can say, big thing with an experienced driver is they learn to anticipate and not be herky-jerky and then quick in responding to the accelerator or the brake.
It's a lot different than being on summer roads because it's a lot more slippery.
Advice that I can give new drivers is understand what your abilities are. And what I mean by that is, right now we have icy roads and there's layers of ice. And drivers really need to understand that you're not going to see everything. But what you have to do is you have to look ahead and anticipate that there's going to be a bad road in front.
Go out and parking lots open and drift around so you can learn your car and how to correct it if you ever get in a bad situation.
Definitely not go as fast as you would if it was just on regular roads, and don't just go fast just because your friends are, because you might slip.
The speed limit in bad weather, I believe, is going to depend on what the road conditions are. Simply that. Because there are times, even out here like on 17-mile road where the speed limit might be 55, and there's ways that there's no way you're going to go 55. You do have to look at the condition of the road and adjust your speed accordingly.
The first time I drove in the winter, I was about to turn left and I turned too soon and I almost T-boned a car.
Drive safe. This has been John Grigsby of CSTV News. Back to you.
Thanks, John. And before we sign off, we have a few quick announcements to make.
Don't forget, this coming week is exam week. On Wednesday, 1st, 3rd, and 5th hour classes will be taking their exams, and on Thursday, 2nd, 4th, and 6th hours will be taking theirs.
Seniors, sign up for the Senior All-Night Party. It's $125, and the deadline is April 1st.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of CSTV News. I'm Sam Owens.
And I'm Brian Taylor. It's a great day.
To be a Red Hawk. Stay classy, Cedar Springs.